Hello, Doc Dan's Gaming Group. Yes, today is the new year. Beautiful day out, a little bit of snow. But I've been asked by one or two people, how do you come up with a wrestler's ideal? I don't have any idea what I want to play. So when I look at the book, Dan, I see nothing but words. Well, it's going to be as simple as this. The book gives you the basic classes, your stats and all that, but it counts on your imagination. Well, then you probably come back and say to me, well, I don't know about wrestling that much except for what I see on TV. Well, that is a good start. When I say a good start, that really means a good start. Go back to videos that you can find or even pictures of wrestlers on the internet from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, even 2000s. Watch any videos that you can from not just the major corporation federations, which I will not mention no names because they're copyrighted, but you go back and you watch all you can. Once you watch all you can, you take notes with a pen, paper, or your phone's notepad that's on your apps. And you say, all right, I liked this certain wrestler's entrance. I like how this wrestler dressed. I like this wrestler's style. And then you try to combine them to what you feel would be the ultimate wrestler between all of them. And then you sit down and you think, is he a face? Is he a heel? A face is a good guy, which the crowd loves. I mean, loves. And then you have the heels. Bad as bone. And when bad to the bone, I should say sometimes. But the audience sometimes tend to love them, but they love them more to hate them. That's right. So depends on if you want to get away with a little more, a little less. Yeah, you go face if you want to play it clean. If you want to be a heel, you get away with a little more, but of course the audience hates you. You don't tend to get a lot of slack from the referees. So it all depends on what's going on in the wrestling federation that you will be playing in. In mine, that's all a surprise how things are going to work out. Now, I have a couple of NPCs that I've came up with. I have scattered through different federations. I have worked as a manager in my past. I have went to a couple of federations for shows. My latest one I've went to, and I'm going to do a shout out right here because they are good friends of mine, POWW. They gave me some really good inspiration this weekend. So I want to say awesome show for you guys. Like always. Now back to the game. The wrestling game is not a D&D style game, as in everybody has to be there. I will say that once again. Not everybody has to be there. It would be nice if you are there when you're supposed to be. That way your wrestler does not lose heat, which is what you use to make money, experience points to level up your character. What does your character use money for? Yeah, I went there. You can buy stat bumps when you get enough money. You can buy merchandise to sell, which gives you more money. You could buy other things in the game, depending on everything. The book will explain that to you a little more clear. Now, back to creating your wrestler. Going back to your gimmicks and all that. Square Circle does have a book called The 80s or something similar to it. And it has all the gimmicks that they figured out. Some of them are really good, some are depending on how you play, and also depends on your GM for the night, who's running the game. Because some of them may be like, I don't like this because it's too racy, too off the wall. It happens. And then there's some that would be like all for it. Talk to your game master about it. Or you can create your own gimmick and the game master will work with you with it. I'll work with you on it. Or you can use the book. It doesn't matter to me. Now, once you have your gimmick, you have your look, you roll your dice, which is 4d6 for stats. Those are your little square dice that you find in your regular board games. And you roll them 6 times. 6 times for the stats. I personally give you a natural 24 for one stat as a house rule. Not all GMs will do that. Make sure you ask. Now, you take and you pick your class that you want, which is in the book. And I will go through each class in a different video. But as for now, I'm going to stick with generic, roll your stats, roll your stats with your dice, and then once you pick your class, you go and decide what these stats need to be at. Now, you might also realize that certain classes have a challenge to them. When I say challenge, you have to be 6'5", but I don't want to be 6'5". All right, so you pick another class, but you angle your character to be the same way as that. Is as simple as that. Work around it. Now, I'm signing out for now. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day or a good night, whichever you are watching this. So long.